We're back at you again with gloves off, and today we have an excellent friend and a good justice of the peace, Judge Veliz. How are we doing today?
Just fine.
How's everything?
Working hard. Working hard. We're standing in the corners, asking for the people's support one more time. It is remember we end the runoff, and this coming Monday to Friday, from 8 to 8, is gonna be the runoff to go ahead and get the votes. And May the 22nd is gonna be the date that we wanna decide. The people gonna decide who's gonna be, if I wanna stay or I use my. But I receive a lot of support.
Yeah, let you know, and you've done an excellent job because you've been there for this is your three thirds.
Well, yeah, this is gonna be my fourth term.
Fourth term.
Yes. Yeah.
It's been that long, yeah.
Yes, a long time ago. It was 2006 when the people of Salvador told me to go ahead and run, and that time I was working with the sheriff department. At the time it was Juan Garza.
Sure.
And I don't know. I got a lot of friends and a lot of followers, and they told me, you know why, Veliz, how come you don't run? No, I don't think so. Because I got a lot of friends in the schools also, and I had experience in the court. So I decided to go ahead and run, and thank to God and the people of Salvador, they decided for me to go ahead and be the judge. And this is going to be my fourth term.
That's awesome. I remember when you ran. I remember that first time that you were out there, and I remember that we were out there helping you. I remember that time in there because we've had a long-lasting relationship. And I remember you from the sheriff's office.
I worked with the sheriff's office for back in 1992. I started as a jailer, and then they gave me the opportunity to go to the academy. And then for the academy, I was recommended to go ahead and be an instructor, to go ahead and show the new officers from the sheriff to go ahead and take the key close. And from there, I was assigned to different departments, warrant department, civil department, and also the district courts. So more or less, I know how to go ahead and run.
So you've been around that. That's basically what the Jaypee Court does.
Yes,
right?
of course, yes.
I remember one time we were talking. And you and I sat down, and we ran into each other in a restaurant. You said, Paul, you know what? We have a lot of trouble with our kids, with our youth. How is that coming along?
Right now, it is the same. I remember when I took office, I only have three clerks. Right now, we have 13. And the problems are the same problems.
Sure.
A little more traffic, a little more cases. We don't see that many gangs. We see more as a truant officer, students, but we try to go ahead and work with the districts also to go ahead and try to go ahead and help the students.
What do you think's the problem? ¿Dónde viene?
The problem is, I don't know. A lot of times, I don't know. A lot of those students or juvenile that we have, I don't know why they have problems with the house. When they go to my office or to the court, and I try to go ahead and explain, what can we do to go ahead and help you with this. And also we had parents meetings and saying, you know what, you need some kind of help, let us know this. We can go ahead and tell you where to go. But we are seeing less and less problems. We're seeing less truant students. I work with the USD, and they create a lot of programs.
Sure.
Very, very helpful for the students.
They've done, UISD has surpassed.
Believe me,
and they've done
I'm
excellent.
Surprised.
I mean,
I'm surprised.
They're doing excellent. Year after year, they're just growing. I mean,
yes, they make
bravo to them.
Especially the truant officers, they make my job easier, because they document everything. They go to this home visit and everything, and they present the cases excellent. Believe me. So they make my cases my decision easier. And just remember, the law changed. Before it was criminal. We can go ahead and detain the juvenile because they are absent too much to school. Right now, that's civil. They're civil. They need to go ahead and present it first to the county attorney. And then the county attorney will decide if they're going to present it to the judge or proceed. it is civil. And whatever recommendation the county attorney want, especially to go ahead, the student to go ahead and sign every morning, remedial classes and do some community hours. And we have programs where they establish a special scan.
Sure, Scan's done a good job.
Oh, excellent job.
And
excellent.
and Pearl with Perla, what is it? Pilares.
Pilares, yes.
Is also doing
Pilares,
a great.
Of course. And
great
also
job.
we had a good program in USD. They call it ropes, and there is over there in Step Academy in Rio Bravo, where I send, especially this every kid that I heard, I send all the kids for twins to go ahead and be involved in ropes. They try to go ahead and establish to ensure the student to go ahead and believe and to each other and stop the bullying also. They have letters and they have obstacle course, and believe me, they help a lot.
Yeah, and I get a lot. I get residual effects. Parents that their kids can either they're getting bullied or on the opposite side, they bring them to me, and I see that. And some of them is I don't know whether loss of discipline or the loss of communication or what's going on.
Well, a lot of
I don't
time,
know.
Single parents is
Yeah.
the single parents. They need to go ahead and go to work,
Yeah.
and they rely that student or the son they're gonna take the bus or they're gonna be in school. And I see a lot of single parents saying, "Judge, I need to work. I need to go ahead and pay the
Sure.
rent." And that kind of cases, I try to go ahead and be flexible. And like I told the student, it is as long as you comply, we'll defer the fine. It is just go ahead and comply. That's it. It is because of the end of the day, you gotta be the victim. It is, believe me, you need to go ahead and go and educate yourself. It is because what's gonna happen in the future. And it is right nowadays. It is you miss one day of school. Believe me, the technology you're gonna be behind. And it's gonna be very hard.
Oh.
It's hard for us, believe me, it's hard for us, especially with this technology. I need to go ahead and learn it is because at that time, I remember when I went to school, we don't have computers.
We didn't. Well, we did.
We don't have computers. And a lot of time it is, right now it's very easier. And especially for us, because we can go ahead and, especially my office, if we have any question, we can go ahead and call direct to the internet to Austin and get advice from there.
Yeah, and what other cases do you see, especially down here? Does it differ from the other Jaypee courts?
No, it's the same. Different is the volume of the cases.
You see a lot more?
Yeah, I believe I see a lot more because it's over there in Salvador. You need to go ahead and drive Salvador. It's growing very fast pace in this. So we see, and they put more officers, so we see more traffic citations. We see small claims like evictions, peace bonds. Before, when I started with as a JP, barely it's a small claim and peace bond. I do about 10 per week. Right now, I'm doing 30 in the mornings and 30 in the afternoon.
Peace bonds.
Not peace bond, small claim, peace bond, evictions.
Yeah. So it's grown.
It's growing a lot. It is.
Yeah.
But we open to the public, especially on the traffic. On the traffic, that they can go ahead and go earlier. They don't have to go ahead and go specific in that day. They can go ahead and make arrangement before because they're gonna be out of town. So you know what, Judge? I receive a citation, and but right there and then. How do you feel? Do you feel guilty or not guilty? No, I'm not guilty. Let's go ahead and just give me leave your phone number. So let me go ahead and subpoena the office, and you can go ahead and fight in an open court. And that's it. A lot of time they want to go ahead and make arrangement. My office is one of the office, and I believe it's the only office that they can go ahead and make payments. You don't have the correct or the full amount to go ahead and pay the citations. You can go ahead and pay in payments. And we have audit from the Austin, and we can go ahead and put you in payment plan. You can go ahead and pay $115 and $50 a month.
That's good.
We are very
because
flexible.
you're helping. Now,
And the other JPs, I believe they send it to the downtown to go ahead and make that kind of
arrangements. And you do it yourself in your
I
office?
do it myself.
What have you changed and what have you modified as time has progressed? Okay, of course, the technology, as you say. What have you said? You know what? We need to change this. We need to make this. We need to move forward.
First of all, when I took office, I need to go ahead and modify some of the walls because they're very open, and the other ones is to go ahead and secure the traffic department because we have in that department we have but we receive all the money, and also the way that we can conduct and the customer service. We need to go ahead and be very careful because a lot of those people, they go ahead and ask questions, and we need to go ahead and say, you know what, be humble with the people because those people those the one who put us over here in this, and just open door policy, like I told from the beginning. I'm here for you. But don't forget, I'm the judge. I cannot go ahead and give you legal advice.
I understand. Yeah, sure.
But yes, sometimes I'm walking outside and just talking to the people. They have a lot of questions.
For this is going on your 4th term, that means the community really likes you. They appreciate what you've done.
You can go ahead and see when I'm with the signs, picketing sign, all the people saying, Veliz, we are with you, and believe me, I feel that we are doing what we promised that from the beginning, to be working for the people. And believe me, we do a lot of things. We establish programs, and especially the parent plans, and it's gonna be a sad if we can go ahead and go back instead of go forward.
And that's what people want. They want to progress.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 2 ways to progress. You can progress up or you can progress down.
Yes.
And people say they call that degradation.
The same.
And people need change, and people want elected officials that are always trying to change and improve themselves. And that is the case. And that's
one
what
of the things that I
want.
promise to people to go ahead and be a judge from Monday to Friday from 8 to 5, and you can go ahead and see me at any time. And I don't close my office at 12. And at whatever time you decide to go ahead and start my office and talk to the judge, ask any question, they're open. They're open. And we are very blessed because a lot of people support us, last time when I ran the primary, I see a lot of people that support a lot of people. They want to go ahead and take pictures with me, and I feel humble, and I feel blessed with all the support.
No, but you had some. I mean, everybody says the South is different from the West and the North and the East and all this other stuff. Listen, Laredo's Laredo. Laredo either likes you or they don't like you.
Thank you.
And that's just the way it is.
The only thing that the different is the boundary that we have, the venues. But Laredo's in Laredo.
Laredo. Either they like you or
whatever
they hate you.
Happen in the West, they're gonna happen in South. Believe me.
It's
the same problems.
And people do not understand that. What I want to ask you is, what's all this stuff going on with voter fraud y todo ese bolote that's going on? What's your intake on that? ¿Qué piensas tú?
What I'm thinking, I don't know. I believe it was a vote by mail fraud, and it's only rumors. But I don't think so. I believe they already sent somebody from Austin to go and investigate. It's good.
Yeah, that they're doing
One
that.
of the things that is I see, then we need to go ahead and change. Believe me, if you wanna go ahead and vote, to go ahead and be required to go ahead and present a picture ID. You need to go ahead and take a picture ID. Why? Because anybody can go ahead and go with a vote text and any water bills and vote.
Yeah.
But with a picture ID, believe me, this is gonna be more safe.
I don't know why. I don't know why. Just even people say not to have voter ID. Some people say this. We need it.
We need it. Believe me, we need it. Period. We need it. Any picture ID, any school ID, library ID, whatever ID, just go ahead and show it. That's it. Just to go ahead and make sure that you are the person that the vote text is gonna or the person is going to vote in this, because with the other one is very open to anybody to go ahead and get the vote text and go ahead and vote. How are you going to make sure that this is the correct person?
Here's somebody asking, Maria Salva, she's a great women's advocate with guns and so on and so forth, and she asked, is he a conservative? See?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
And but you know, things change, and I think we have the technology now, especially for voting, that there has to be some kind of there's more identification.
They have to be. They have to be. Pero the last time you can go ahead and vote with the water bills and the vote tax, and my
I don't know who you are.
Thank you. And my question is, how do you know this is the same person who's vote over here? Come on.
You know, you get somebody that's malicious who'll go vote 4 times, go vote over there, and early vote four times in one day.
4 times one person.
With four different, not with one person, but 4 times with 4 different.
Exactly.
You know, bills if they wanted to. No, in serio.
That happened before.
Oh, for sure. It probably
That
did.
happened before.
Probably happens.
Probably happened.
But, you know, but that's the thing. What would you change different now in your court going in now? They said, you know what, this is what I have to do. This is what I need to change. This is what I'm going to go try to attain.
Believe me, for me, is to go ahead and tell the people, try to go ahead and continue doing what I'm doing right now. I believe it's working right now for me. I see the different, probably ask the commissioner for 1 or 2 positions more, just to go ahead and make the cases run more smoothly, because sometimes I'm short. Sometimes I got one of the traffic clerks doing civil cases, some of the civil cases doing other stuff. But I believe I'm doing pretty good. Continue with doing what I'm doing. It's working for me. The open door policy, and be close contact with the Constitution of Salvador. And that's it. I believe you go to my office, the waiting is less than 5 minutes. 5 minutes, but sometimes we had a big problem or big person over there with a big problems, and I take my time.
Sure, of course.
I take my time.
Every case is different, and sometimes some cases take a little bit longer.
A lot of people they say, you know what, I'm here, Judge. We have problem with my daughter, and I need for you advice, and I take my time to go ahead and talk to the mother and the daughter. And a lot of times when you come to my office, and I say, you know what, let me go ahead and apologize, but the person before you they took me longer to go ahead and try to go ahead and help the mother. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's about 5 minutes. I try to go ahead and be polite with the people and give you time to go and explain to me this. And especially they go to my office and they try to go ahead and say, you know what, Veliz, I want to. They don't pay me the rent. What can I do with this? You know, wait a minute. As a judge, I can go ahead and give you a little hints, but I cannot give you legal advice because they're gonna be fair. And I refer to my clerks. The person they go ahead and say, you know what, I need for you to go ahead and help in this case. I cannot because you decide to go ahead and file. Plus, I need to go ahead and excuse myself.
Sure.
Because it's not fair for the other part to go ahead and say, you know what, and a lot of times I see cases that I know the person, the defender of the plaintiff, and
you have to recuse yourself.
You need to go ahead and excuse yourself, but the way I'm doing, I disclose myself. I disclose it. Do you know what? I know the defendant. Do you think that as a judge, I can go ahead and make a good decision, or you have any problem? A lot of times, believe me, Paul, they say, no, Judge. You can go ahead and get the case. If he's right, he's right. He's wrong, he's wrong. I know you. You gotta be fair, and I feel proud and I feel good.
I wish we had more like you. Okay,
but
unfortunately, that right there is an A1, A plus. You know what? Thumbs up. When you come out there and say, you know what,
I need to personally. Yeah. I need to go ahead. If you feel that I can go ahead and be fair with you, you see, Judge, we don't have no problem. You can go ahead with the case.
And that's all we as citizens ask for our magistrates to be fair. There should not be no pulling of strings. No, he gave me more. Or he gave, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Or he's an attorney that helped me in the campaign, so I'm gonna have to go with him. That needs to stop.
And a lot of time, believe me, it is, especially because this is a small court. You can go ahead and present a pro se. You don't need to go ahead and hire an attorney. But a lot of time, the other part, they bring an attorney. So it's gonna be fair. So I stop and say, you know what, Paul, the defendant or the plaintiff had an attorney. You want to continue for you to go ahead and get your attorney because he got an attorney. Believe me, it's gonna be fair. But if you feel that you can go ahead and present your case, go ahead and present it. Believe me, I don't care if they bring the attorney. If you're right, you're right.
That's the way it should be.
And I receive a lot of respect from the attorneys. Believe me, I don't receive any complaints. They say that's good, judge. That's the way to do it. Yes, I try to go ahead and be fair.
That's the way it is. How do you see the South growing? ¿Cómo lo ves?
The South is growing very fast, believe me, because it's the only way, because the West Side is going to be impossible to go and grow. So a lot of people is going to South Laredo. And you can go ahead and ride around and we are walking the street. It's growing very fast.
The other day I went over there and I got lost. I got lost. I went, ¿dónde estoy?
Believe me, especially LBJ.
Yeah.
Centeno. And a lot of streets that I don't know. Unless right now we are walking, giving the flyers. Pero it's big.
And it shows the growth of Laredo. And people, just stay with your own little place where you work, and then you really don't go out. And you don't see that it's growing, and it's actually growing pretty fast.
I believe in this, and I see it by my own eyes. And there's the growth of Laredo, like I told other JPs. You need to go ahead and see the pace they growing in Laredo. We see a lot of people. There's a lot of new houses. And believe me, all the houses are occupied. And they go, no. Just go ahead and knock the door, give the flyers, and you never know. But we need to go ahead and believe me, not only Veliz or my other elected officials, we need to go ahead and encourage all the people to go ahead and vote. You can go ahead and see what the turnout with the LISD. And believe me, I support the bond for the education. Believe me, I'm for the education. The bond, the LSD, I support it. I told a lot of people, you know what, it's good because it's going to be for the students. We need new schools, and because of the growing of Laredo, we need to go ahead and build a bigger school. There's a
vote. We had a gentleman about a month ago. Here. His name is Castillo. He had done a survey on a lot of what's going on with what people think about voting. And the survey came out and they said that a lot of people do not vote because they think Webb County is corrupt. And a lot of people have been bringing it down. And in comparison, we had 26,000, 26,000 the last primaries, and guess what? That's
probably they're right.
You know what I'm saying?
The corruption, but you need to go ahead and vote.
We have to vote.
The correct person. If you don't want to go ahead, I don't want to speak for other elected officials. I go ahead and speak for myself.
Sure.
Okay, I'm open. They can go ahead and open request record. I can go ahead. I'm welcome anybody to go ahead and do an audit. We are being audited from the county, and we being audited from the state. And believe me, I'm very proud to say, because of my employees, they put my office as an example to other offices, saying, you know what, Judge, this is the way to do it. I don't have nothing to go ahead. And believe me, because of what you say in this time around, I try to go ahead and do no play sale. I don't want to go ahead and ask for any donation, so I get my personal loan, and I run it for my own. And I don't want for the people to say, you know what, Judge, what happened? You're doing play sale. No, I'm gonna do nothing. The only thing from you that I ask for you is you vote. That's it.
Listen, and being honest, be truthful is the best way to go through. You know, and that's what we forget. Be truthful. This is wrong. This is right. That be que no
Pero,
lo puedo hacer o no lo puedo
mira,
hacer.
something happened in another office. They tried to go ahead and blame something's going on over here. No, but you're welcome to go ahead and investigate over here. There's nothing to hide. It is, but I don't know. They're happening, and I don't try to go ahead and defend nobody, but I can go ahead and speak on myself only.
That's understood. We have to somehow attract the voters back. We have to give them the confidence that this is done
There's the
correct.
message I try to go ahead and say, you know what, you need to go ahead, you don't need to go ahead and vote for me. Just go ahead and vote.
Yeah.
And I will appreciate you vote for me, but if you decide to go ahead and vote for the other one or the other candidate, we don't have no problem. Because of the numbers. And I don't know, lately we see and hearing a lot of corruption, but in the same token we have a lot of people, the FBI, Texas Ranger. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
If there is, they're gonna find it,
They're gonna find it,
and they better stop it and let's move forward.
Exactly.
And then for it not to happen again. Okay.
Exactly.
Can it happen? Yes.
That can happen. Yes.
I mean, you know,
It's gonna happen.
but if it happened, let's stop it. Let's
Yes,
make
sir.
sure those
But don't
people.
blame nobody else.
No,
Just go
that's
ahead and
it.
stay with that.
That's it, the end of the story. Those are good points. Anything else to bring out to the community?
To the committee, just go ahead and ask for them to go ahead and support me one more time in this, and I will continue doing what I'm doing for the last 2 years in this. I'm very happy and very honored to represent each and one of you in this, and believe me in this, you have any question, my doors are open, and I welcome you to go ahead and go to my office.
What's the number of your office?
My number of my office is, what's the number? 523 53 60.
523-5320.
Yeah.
60.
We changed it before. We had the old system, the 722.
Yeah.
We changed it, but because I got it in the memory, I put it in my memory.
Yeah, that's the way it is.
Yeah, I put the office and then read out to the office.
And folks, Monday's early vote. Go out and exercise your right for vote. Please do that and elect the best candidate. Inform yourself on the candidates, and let's move forward.
Yes.
And thank you.
Thank you, Paul.
No, thank you. Always a pleasure.
It's a pleasure to be here.
And,
whatever you need, in any time, if there's any question,
Anytime.
just go
If
ahead
you-
and call me, and I'll be here.
And if anything you ever want to talk about with the kids with the truancy, that's my
Exactly.
main
I
thing. You
will
know the
come
way,
over
you know what we do.
Okay.
So we
Thank
need
you.
to
I
get.
appreciate.
We need to
We need
keep on moving
more of
forward.
this program to go ahead and inform the people.
No, we will.
Yes.
We'll get going, and our producer Aaron's doing an excellent job, and we
Mhm.
just have to keep on moving forward. We
Excellent.
got a tournament next week, which is the 3rd annual stick fighting
A stick fighter. Okay.
championship, and it's going to be over at the Northwest Boys and Girls Club. So it's
Okay.
going to be Saturday. We got folks from all over the place. We got some coming in from Chicago,
Okay.
California, throughout the states. A bunch of adults.
Okay.
But it's still something that
Whatever
we need
you
to push forward.
If you
Last
need
time was-
something, just go ahead and call me.
Okay.
I'm 100% with the student, with the juvenile,
Yeah.
and whatever you do, and just go ahead and call me. Whatever you think that I can go ahead and help you, I'm gonna
It's
be.
a pleasure. It's great. Siempre.
Paul, thank you.
Folks, you all be safe out there. And remember, don't
Thank you.
test and drive. Next week, early vote. Where's the voting places?
It's gonna be the library.
The
in
library?
Blanco,
In Palo Blanco Library?
Monday is gonna be Rio Bravo, and Tuesday is gonna be Cenizo for the mobile, but it's gonna be the annex, city annex, and the library.
Okay. You all be safe. Until next time.
Thank you. God bless you.